Hello and welcome. My name is Alexander Morgan, and I wanted to invite you along with me in recounting an event that will surely stick as an important first in American history. You see, I was aboard Providence that winter. We had been given orders to sail to the Chesapeake and rid the waters of Lord Dunmore's fleet. Alas, the air was cold, many of our crew had fallen ill due to the frigid weather, and in these early days morale was falling low. Commodore Essex Hopkins was in charge of our fleet, and in taking these orders, he noted that he was able to make changes to our destination as determined necessary for the success of that mission. Thus, he altered our course quite significantly to the Bahamas. Our new goal was to take the gunpowder at a British fort in New Providence for the success of the Revolution. And so we sailed south with our fleet. One ship of 32 guns, Alfred, one of 30, Columbus, two brigantines of 16 guns each, Cabot and Andrew Doria, a sloop of 14, Providence, and a schooner of 6 guns, Wasp, made our way to attack this place, and to possess ourselves of His Majesty's powder, artillery, and other stores in his forts in New Providence. As we arrived to the islands on the 3rd of March, the governor was alarmed, and the greatest part of the militia assembled in Fort Nassau to prevent us coming into the harbor of Nassau. Just as it seemed we were about to enter, we were ordered to tack, our ships changing directions through the wind, and making our way about 3 leagues distant from his harbor. All the Marines in our fleet transferred to Providence and Wasp, as well as 2 sloops belonging to these islands. Then we proceeded to the east end of the island. The militia was off on the other side of the island thanks to our trickery, and so the Marines on our few ships disembarked. Our men were impossible to oppose, and the militia was forced to return to Fort Montague, where the governor then was. Then they marched on to Fort Nassau, where the powder and stores were lodged. Of course our engagement was not without loss. While we did capture much gunpowder and supplies at these forts, we unfortunately lost much of the prize that could have been won. Upon our arrival to the island, a British packet was loaded with as much as could safely be ferried, and in the dead of night on March 4th set sail. Because of our tactics to make our way across the island where there were fewer defenses, it took some time before our Marines could take Fort Nassau. By that time, 162 large barrels of gunpowder were evacuated from the island to the enemy in St. Augustine off the coast of Florida. These Marines bravely fought from ship to shore for the very first time in American history. Our very first cruise as a fleet after founding the Continental Navy but a few months before. Providence was the very heart of the operation and continues to be an important part of this revolution today. Thank you all for joining me. If you like this tale, please let us know below deck. We put out new educational material each week about maritime history, seamanship, tall ships, and even the occasional sea shanty. So don't forget to share Tall Ship Providence with someone who might want to learn something new. Until next time, we hope to see you back again on another Tall Ship Tuesday. Fair winds and following seas, shipmates.